Welcome back to the Brick Stop, everyone. Welcome back to the Brick Stop, everybody. What? I still make videos? So as you can see, I'm posted up in the Lego shack out here. Today I just wanted to do a different type of video. Got a whole bunch of stuff going on Instagram and Lego design, and I've been super busy, and Barracuda Bay came out. I'm not going to touch on any of that stuff. I'm going to try to hit some of that stuff in the in upcoming videos, hopefully, and I got a bunch of Galador stuff in the works, of course. But today I wanted to touch on something I had mentioned in a previous video. Here's a clip. I've just been in some like top secret Lego meetings and stuff like that. Yeah, so basically I was contacted by a casting scout for LEGO Masters US way back before it aired, obviously, and clearly I wasn't on the show. However, it was a fun process. Me and my girlfriend applied to be on the team. We got to meet some of the casting directors for the show and send them some content and videos, and that's what I'm going to show you guys today. I have a video about some of the awards I've won and some of the big builds that I've worked on for other events and things like that, as opposed to doing a unboxing or a set review or something like that. So I wanted to show you what I had sent the casting directors for LEGO Masters. So without further ado, but I hate that. I don't like saying it. So without further garbage, here's a video I sent to Brickmasters. Enjoy! Hello Brickmasters, my name's Jason Brown, and I wanted to talk about some of the mocks that I've created over the last couple years. So I'm going to start with the one behind me. I called it Edge of the World. It's a big Poseidon statue that has a whole bunch of stuff going on in the background. I built it because I love LEGO Pirates, and I wanted to incorporate that into a theme or a build that depicted what it would be like to live in a world where you could actually sail off the edge of. So I've got a little boat sailing off the edge back here, and a whole bunch of other really fun stuff. Alright, just to get a couple close-ups here for you, we have the ship that I built sailing right off the edge of Poseidon's hair here. These little guys are not having a good day. As you can see, they're a little distressed about that whole situation. We've got the local here with a little pair of scissors ready to cut the anchor chain and send these guys off to their fate. Coming across over here, I created the island piece with the spikes of his crown coming up. So you can see that coming up out of the water. And I wanted to create like a big sea creature type thing large enough to have an island growing out of its head, basically. So that's kind of what I was going for there. I got a little Easter egg Indiana Jones and the Ark right there. We have a little waterfall coming across. And then we have some friendly pirates who are baking some pies up in this oven and selling pies and lobsters to the locals over here. And then with the Poseidon's trident here coming up out of the water, we have the Imperial Guard, and they're mining the gold out of the center of that. And it looks like they're getting so greedy they're sinking their little boat over here. And the spike that's fallen down is on the ground and underground, or in the underwater realms down here. We have the Mermaid Kingdom that I created, which is one of my favorite parts here, and they're holding like some court session down here on the underwater areas. And we got Bionicle Seaweed, and a little squid made from Ursula, the Disney figure there. And then of course Poseidon with his shoulders and hand rising up out of the sand here to create the underground, or the underwater part of this build. And for this build over here, I was actually awarded the Why is the Rum Gone BrickCon 2018 award. You can see that there. There you go. It's a little skeleton hand holding a rum bottle. I don't even know what it means. It could be first place or third place, but I was very excited to receive that. So the second build I wanted to show you guys was the medieval joust I created for a BrickCon a couple years ago. I was able to get some mechanics underneath there and motorize the whole thing, and I was super excited to do that. I had never really done something to this complexity before, and the idea behind this was to bring a LEGO scene to life that was not a modern motorized mechanical thing. It was a medieval scene, so hiding all of those things underground or behind things was a huge process for me, and it took most of the time to build it. I also had over in the end here a little practice dummy that was knocking a guy back and forth, which was everyone's favorite part, but the rubber band broke way down inside that was powering it. So I'm pretty sad about that. I'm gonna have to pull it apart one day and try to fix that. So as you can see with this one, of course, the main attraction are the knights going around their track here. You can kind of see some of the mechanics down inside there that made it possible for this to happen. Also the crowd here is going wild in the stands. See them jumping all up and down there. And I really wanted to create a classic castle feel with this build. Again, I apologize for any of the dust that may be on it. It's been sitting around a little bit. Over here was the practice dummy, and it would spin around right here, and it would knock this guy back and forth like that. He has the little basketball legs on there to spring back. We do have a little witch with some lighting features down in here, along the back here, and then a little crypt over here. The top is a little simple. Not a whole lot going on with the top, just some fun little scenery and stuff like that, and the reason for that was because I ran out of time because I put so much time in all of the mechanics underneath the ground there. So unfortunately I didn't actually win a prize for this one, but I thought it was way too fun to not show you guys. Probably had to do with the simplicity of the top of it wasn't up to par with their BrickCon standards, but I still had a whole lot of fun with it. This is the last build I wanted to show you guys. It's called Alamo of the Dead. It's near and dear to my heart because it contains a whole bunch of zombies. Basically the idea behind it was the original Battle of the Alamo, except for over here we have some the invaders as an undead army, and they're coming in, they're surrounding everybody, and the defenders have been zombie down. But the defenders are now zombie survivors. They're post up for a final last stand against the zombies in this Alamo scene here. I brought it to BrickCon. I can't remember which one it was, but it was the Mocking History. That was the theme of BrickCon. So I had a lot of fun portraying my take on the Battle of the Alamo. So for starting out, I just wanted to show a couple quick details. Right out in front here, we've got Mr. Good and Evil from the collectible minifig series as a bite victim because his face is half changed there. So that was a lot of fun. And then I want to come up over across the top here. We got defenders rallying. We've got boards over the doors. Across here we got this guy trying to board up something, trying to fix a problem that's gone way too far here. I was pretty proud of my little river situation I got going on. First time I kind of tried doing more of the sideways building with the bricks there, and it actually turned out pretty well. We got a cannonball just launched into the ground. And then we got zombies piling up like they tend to do along the back here. And some heroes firing their last few shots as a final stand against them along the back wall. Up here, this guy's just having a case of the Mondays with a zombie coming right up through the floor there. And then run around the back here so you can kind of see the front, of the Alamo here, and the work I put into some of the details there. It was very interesting to create a historical building and looking at pictures and trying to create that from pictures and images and things like that, and try to get the best representation I could with what I had. And of course we have Davy Crockett and Jim Bowie fighting out in front here, and then just the hordes of zombies pouring in along the back wall here. Just so many of them. I had to buy all of the blue uniforms off all of my friends to put this one together. But I think it came together and made a pretty fun build that a lot of people enjoyed. So I did end up winning the Golden Boot Award for the Alamo build, and that was BrickCon 2015. And during 2015, I was also honored to participate in New Science's Science, Technology, and Nature competition to build something out of Lego to do with those three categories. And I tried to wrap them all up into one by creating a baby in a womb, kind of an X-ray type look into that with backlit with Lego light elements, and you have a little like Lego fiber optic for the umbilical cord there and everything. So I was honored to be published in their magazine that year. That was so much fun. And then BrickCon 17, I won the Master Builder Championship. And that was a huge honor. I was so excited to do that. Out of 100 builders, they did a whole competition, and that was the Master Builder competition for BritCon Seattle 2017. So that's about it for me. That wraps it up. Thank you so much for letting me show you just a few of the things that I've had so much fun to build and do with Lego bricks. And I look forward to hearing from you guys real soon. Thank you so much again.